Good morning and welcome to another episode of Rovis Rants. If you were watching the Laker game the other night, you would have seen AD accidentally get hit in the head where he seemed to really suffer some type of injury. Now, Chris Nowinski, who is a former WWE wrestler, but also a Harvard-educated neuroscientist, says that Anthony Davis avoided a concussion on Wednesday, but he warned the league not to pull garbage over his health. Davis, who was accidentally hit by Kevin Looney on Wednesday's game when they lost to the Golden State Warriors, was in clear discomfort as he sat on the sidelines and had to be wheelchaired off into the locker room as he was subbed out because he seemed very shaky on his feet when he tried to leave the court. Chris Haynes, though, offers the Laker fans a glimmer of hope and says that it appears that AD, so, oh my God, I'm losing my words here. AD should be able to play ahead of Game 6. Now, how he is able to determine that so quickly, news has not come out as to whether AD will be playing in tonight's game. We'll have to wait to see. Sources in the NBA say early diagnosis indicates Anthony Davis appears to have avoided a concussion and is doing much better now. But Nowinski says that this is no joke. He is the co-founder and president of the Concussion Legacy Foundation, and he says that this hit is in comparison to NFL quarterback Tua Tagovailoa multiple concussion scares during the last season. He in a tweet says, "Is this a joke? Please don't try to pull this garbage at Lakers." We saw what happened to Tua. We don't need another example of a team trying to be cute about what constitutes a concussion. You can hurt AD. Explain the wheelchair to us without saying he had impaired balance. Now, if you watch football and you're a Miami Dolphins fan, you would have known that Tua suffered concussion while playing in Game 3 against Buffalo, and he appeared very disoriented. He was stretchered off the field. Again, in Game 4, he suffered another hit against the Cincinnati Bengals. And it just seemed to get, he's had a few hits, a few concussions. The first one, he was rushed back onto the game after the first concussion, where he then suffered another concussion. As we know, players with continued concussions, or even you could have just one severe concussion, could leave you with impaired brain damage. Obviously, we don't want to see that with any of our athletes, no matter what sport they're playing. Although we enjoy the sports, we don't want them to have health issues because of it. During the Tua saga, it was a lot of debate. New rules were put in place. And some are saying, like Nowinski, that the NBA also has to look at concussion because although it's not something that happens regularly in the NBA, it can still happen. And what he's saying is this to him looks like a concussion injury. Again, he's not a doctor. He's a neuroscientist, but he's not the team doctor who will decide whether AD gets to play. And he's hoping that the team resists the playoff pressure to return too soon. We all know the Lakers want to win another championship with LeBron and AD as a team. But the fact that he had to be wheelchaired off into a locker room Does seem suspicious, does seem that he, was having major discomfort, probably feeling dizzy, and obviously not stable on his feet. So we'll see what happens. Again, the Lakers are optimistic that he will play tonight. News will shortly come out this afternoon as to whether AD will play in Game 6 against the Golden State Warriors. Subscribe to Rovis Rants, hit the like button, and I'll keep you up to date on this and more sports news.